right, man. Dan Campbell reacts to the Detroit Lions getting trading for Za'Darius Smith, and also he decided to do something that great organizations do and player-first organizations do for Za'Darius Smith. We'll talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. So what he basically said that he gonna fit well. He know how to set the edge. He can get pressure on the quarterback, and he's a complimentary piece that complement the Lions very, very well. Tough guy. So it was a guy that aligned with their values. As simple as that. Tough, smart, he said he can set the edge. And then you heard Amon-Ra St. Brother, economist, speak on him on the St. Brown podcast he played on Green Bay. He said he can rush the passer from the inside or the outside. He's a really good guy, tough guy, high character guy, and he came here to make some noise. So that's what the Lions do. They want fits. They want culture fits, football. And obviously, everybody wants football fits. You'll be surprised how uncommon when these dudes go get people and they're not football fits. I always use the example of Nnamdi Asomugha. He was a man coverage corner in the Raiders. The Eagle signed him to big money back in the day. Try to put him in the zone scheme. I mean, he fell off. He fell off like Franklin at the end of Snowfall. He fell off big time. So, yeah, scheme fit is very, very important. Scheme fit, system fit, all that's important. But then you talk about a culture fit. You got a guy that's gonna be tough, that's gonna play every day, who gonna fit the group of guys they got in the locker room. Who gonna fit the guys they got in the locker room. Tough, and high character. And on top of that, guys starting to want to be in Detroit. So when you got guys that starting to want to be in Detroit, then it's like, that's good. Make guys want to get an effort. Then you playing for a Super Bowl. It's like, it's like a little extra oomph. So you playing for a Super Bowl, you playing for, a championship, you playing for an organization that put its players first. And when you playing for that, man, you playing for each other, playing for your brothers. So they built a hellified culture. That's what I can say. They built a hellified culture in Detroit, man. And Za'Darius Smith, they seem, extra giddy to get him, extra happy to get him. And I think, honestly, man, this is a good trade. So them two other games you got at home versus Minnesota and Green Bay, you got somebody else who get an extra edge. I think the only person that recorded the sack since Aiden Hutchinson went down, it was Josh Pascal, and that's it. And he been out the last couple weeks, so that let you know. So he been out the last couple weeks, man. So yeah, man. That's, to me, that makes some sense. A lot of sense. Now, what they did for him was Dan Campbell gave him a couple of days off. Cleveland was going on a bye week. We actually had our bye week pretty early in Detroit, if y'all remember. But it kind of made a lot of sense for Detroit to get their bye week because they had a lot of injuries going into that bye week. And then you got to understand we got a Thursday to Thursday game, so we kind of got another unofficial bye built in there. So we got a game Thursday night, I believe, on Thanksgiving, and then we come back like next Thursday or something like that. Or it's something funky in there. It's like a little built-in bye in there. So they allow Za'Darius Smith, who basically would have probably gonna record an extra game. So he's gonna record an extra game. So he gonna record an extra game. So So that is what it is, because we had our bye. He gonna play this week in Cleveland, didn't have their bye. So with that being said, they gave him a couple of days off, told him to come back Friday. So because they was on their bye week, and most organizations be paying you, bring your ass to practice and all that. You ain't been here, you gotta learn the playbook. But playing defensive end, I mean, he got the ability like Pascal and Aiden Hutchinson to rush on the inside too. But playing defensive end, it ain't too much complexities to it. In some situations you might drop and play in a flat zone, or you might drop into a hook zone, or whatever. You might do a little bit, looping, stunting. It's a little complexities to it, but it's not. I don't want to get hit coach, but it's a little complexities to it, but but it's just straightforward. Gap integrity. If you're stunting, you know how to stunt. You got to kind of build that camaraderie with those guys, but he the juice. Aiden Hutchinson was the juice, and now, and James Houston is the other juice, but he really ain't been able to get on track like he wanted to get on track. So, yeah. So, Za'Darius Smith is a guy. You can put him on the inside, you can put him on the outside. I think Broderick Martin is not too far from coming back neither. So, you got Broderick Martin, who, going to give you a little bit more run stopping help. Lost a little weight, so maybe he can rush the passer just a dash. So, that's going to give him more depth. Kyle Wingo coming back, he was injured. Josh Pascal should be coming back. I believe he was ill. So you get Wingo, Broderick Martin back, Liam McNeil. That's going to allow, Broderick Martin and Kyle Wingo coming back. That's going to allow Za'Darius to play the end. You might see Kyle Wingo play a little bit of end. So, but really, with Woo School and the other guy that got off the practice squad and James Houston, they gonna have to form like Voltron and make something happen out there. They're gonna have to make something happen. So, and producers, they have to produce. Pascal gonna do what he do. He gonna penetrate, gonna get stops. He get back there, just closing the gap and getting the sack. So really, between those guys I named, Za'Darius on the end, they got to contribute, but then also Pascal and Za'Darius Smith got to do their part. So we'll see. So they kind of, pieced it together pretty nicely. Woo School be making hella 5 plays out there. And the brother that was off the practice squad, I forget his name, kind of got the African name, who made the stop on that screenplay. Was it versus Josh Jacobs? Not Josh Jacobs. It was another screenplay he made a play on. I think it might have been versus Tennessee. That was a hell of a 5 play. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the Trey Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video. Subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live. We drop video. Hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere from X, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, and PayPal. Appreciate the love and support.